What's up friends of the good mood, this is Manni with another farming tutorial, this time for the current level 55 Vsec fleets of riots or current regular Vsec weekends. If you do it right, you will end up having no repair at all. But be aware, this video is for high-end players only. I made so many videos recently for lower level players with lower level tech that I felt the urge of making a video something for the higher ones too. But even if you're high leveled and high skilled, you should really try to practice all that first against level 50 Vsec and then 53 Vsec, because if you do a mistake here, you might lose your entire fleet for it. The basic strategy is to use that decoy to the right to attract the attention of that Corinthian cruiser right there by staying just out of weapons range at all times by strafing sideways from it, while the carrier sends the squadrons to over some time kill the entire ship that way, while using the battleships on the other side always within the agility support field of the carrier to kite and kill the Eagle frigates and that Corinthian cruiser. Right here you can see that I'm already too far away from the Corinthian cruiser with a decoy, so I have to move in a little bit more closer to that thing so that at no given time that thing wants to attack the carrier. That's really something that we want to avoid. That cruiser is generally not supposed to fire on anything, because as soon as it does that, it will kill all squadrons surrounding it and you lose potential damage dealing time. At some point you need to pull back the battleships in order to not get them out of your agility field, because that would be really bad. They need the speed in order to be able to outrun the enemy ships. Eventually you manage to kill all the Eagle frigates, but the Corinthian cruiser to the left will most likely still be alive, because they have so much shield and armor capacity you wouldn't believe it. That's ridiculous. And yeah, you can see that now the shield failed on that Corinthian cruiser to the right, and the one to the left is coming closer and closer. And we can also see that those sealed battleships are pretty damn fast, and they will basically represent the end boss of this fight, okay? But first we need to take out as much as we can from the rest of the fleet. If you don't manage to take out the entire fleet, like for instance that Corinthian cruiser to the left is still alive, that's okay, we can deal with that, but the right one must be gone. But here comes the tricky part, okay? You really need to watch that range circle of that enemy sealed battleship. You never ever want to get hit by those things. They will rip apart your ships in 2 hits. They are using like level 10 AP drivers, level 10 Syntium armor and level 10 shields. It's just, there's no way to describe how freaking overkill those sealed battleships are. But okay, artificial difficulty for the win. All other ships except for your 2 main damage dealer battleships will now go to the edge of the battlefield. You won't need them anymore. You now need to fly exactly like this and always keep those things slowed and on your maximum range, but still circle around them like I do it here. This way, and because of the fact that they are using AP drivers and not Gladius drivers, you can actually use that strategy, okay? You can try to use your carrier a little bit, but it won't work anyways, so you might as well just send the carrier home like I do here. If they would be using Gladius driver, we could not do that with ionized optics level 3. The range would not be enough, you need optics level 5 for this, okay? But the fact that they are using AP drivers allows us to do this strategy even with ionized optics level 3 without being hit by those AP drivers, okay? And you can switch over to them by double-clicking the portrait of their ships down there on the bar. This way you won't have to search for them every time you switch over, and you have to switch over a lot because you always have to adjust the movement so it makes a circle around the enemy battleship. You don't want it to fly straight in a straight line because then it gets hit, okay? Circle. You can see up there we have more than enough time to kill all these remaining ships. That's not a problem, but it's important that we get the 1 Corinthian cruiser to the right and the Eagle frigates down first. And from there on it's only a lot of clicking left in order to kill those sealed battleships. You need to imagine that those 2 dread battleships are filled with Echo Rays level 3, okay? They have 170 or something damage per second, and it takes them forever to take those ships down. It looks like they're only dealing 20 damage per second or something like that. It's so overkill, seriously. If I were to give you an estimate amount of ship mass that those sealed battleships are equipped with, I would probably say something around like 15 to 20,000 tons, given those weapon systems they are having. I wish so much I had one of these things. I would rip apart enemy bases in base attacks so badly. Okay, here we go. The fleet has been destroyed. 51,100 loot for this kill, free instant repair, and of course also 12 or 13 million resources with a fleet kill. So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye bye.